Good Friday morning. Yeah, it's Friday. This is the first day of the week that I worked. Stay tuned because I am going to talk about the big wreck that happened in Fort Worth yesterday and the tragedy that was. But I thought I'd tell you about how it's going this morning. I missed Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because of the weather. They had accidents all on 35, so they didn't run on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I'm not sure exactly, probably more of the same. They just said we're not running today. And then Thursday, I guess Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, lots of freezing rain and stuff in the morning. And yesterday was the worst. And that's what we'll talk about, what caused the accident in Fort Worth. But this morning, hadn't been going all that great either. It's really cold. It was like 25 degrees there at the yard in Dallas with a feels-like temperature of about 12. And now I'm up here in Wynnewood, and it's 15 degrees, I think, and it feels like 8. But anyway, before I even started, on both trailers, these two tires and the back two tires on this side of the back trailer needed to be replaced. No big deal. Got in and out of there. Then I just barely got to Gainesville, maybe 80 miles from the yard. And this tire, which I had replaced at the yard, decided to blow out at the sidewall. So they put a bad tire on it. There's no way to tell. But I called the shop. They said the guy would be there in an hour, within an hour, and he was there about 15 minutes. I was only there a whole hour by the time I limped in to the little truck stop I was at to the time that he got me going. So not too bad, other than I got out a little bit late because of those tires. But that's how things are going so far. It's going to be like 0 up in Billings. So we'll get up to Billings and get done there, and then at some point I'll come back and we'll talk about the big wreck in Fort Worth. So let's go to Billings. Okay, hey y'all, yes, it's a cold day and we made it up to Billings. The roads are dry for the most part. Ran into a lot of snow flurries, maybe some heavy snow, but it's a really dry snow. Didn't even really make the windshield wet till a little bit coming back. But yeah, I'm going to be pretty late. I'm up here at Arbuckle now and it's almost dark. So between the darkness and the coldness, it's like 15 degrees outside and feels like 0, something like that. Between all that, I'm staying inside to talk to you. But anyway, we're going to talk about the accident in Fort Worth yesterday, which was Thursday morning. Today's Friday, for sure. But going back to the last video, I talked about all the pileups and mostly in Iowa and places like that up on 80. Most of those are when it's heavy snow, heavy ice, predictable, knew it was coming, and people didn't prepare, didn't slow down, not watching the radio, following too close, all that kind of stuff. And I think there's a difference between how that happened and what happened in Fort Worth yesterday. Now, they say there were 130 something vehicles involved in a mile and a half. I think 6 or so fatalities and dozens of injuries that had to go to the hospital. And I think they're still pulling cars out of there today. But the difference with that one was, I mean, people knew there was a possibility of some freezing rain, but the weather people were kind of iffy on when it would hit. There was a line going up from the southwest to the northeast, and they weren't really sure where that line was going to be and when it was going to come down or up or whatever it was. So, and there wasn't snow. It was just cold and foggy and misty and a little bit of freezing rain, I guess. So the first ones into it, just minutes before the first person spun out, plenty of people went through there with no problems. It wasn't dry, it was just wet, not frozen. And then just like that, freezes up, you get a couple people spinning out, and then you get people behind them panicking and hitting their brakes, and it's a chain reaction. And if you get to see the video of the people running into it. Some of those, they were going too fast anyway. I mean, I think they're going southbound, coming into town. So a couple of those trucks, I think, were just going too fast for where that stretch of highway is, and they obviously were following too close and not paying attention, because you're supposed to leave yourself enough room to be able to stop for conditions. Even if it was just wet, I think they were going too fast. So it's tragic. There's going to be investigations. What happened? We don't usually, I mean, we get ice every year, but usually it's like an ice storm, not just some freezing rain, freezing mist, freezing fog. But anyway, it's cold. It's like in the 20s in Dallas area. It was like 14 or 15 up in Billings, feeling like 0 or 1 or something like that. And it's going to stay cold. Now, what I want to talk about is, well, one thing I want to say is I kind of missed it from my last video, my prediction of there not being any weather with this cold that came through. There obviously was some freezing rain and stuff, and caused me to be off 3 days, missed 3 days in a row, which is unusual. But this next week, starting I think Saturday night, or for sure on Sunday and Monday, we're supposed to get in Dallas a lot of snow. They're talking 5 to 8 inches of snow in Dallas. So I don't know what that's going to do to me on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think some more snow Wednesday maybe. So we'll see about that. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I've been doing a couple of these videos called shorts. They're just real short vertical videos. On Monday, when I get all that snow in my house, like they say it's going to happen, I'm going to do some short videos and put those out. This video should be out Monday morning, so look out for Monday evening. I'll put something out, whether it snows or if it's 80 degrees. It'll be as short. So anyway, that's what we're supposed to get. That's my thoughts on the wreck in Fort Worth. I'm running late today because of my tire issues. And go down in the description. Check out all my links. Go down below here. Hit that subscribe button. Alarm bell for notifications. Like the video. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time.